helping to empower entrepreneurs, encourage investment, strengthen small business, and foster talent retention in Michigan. Hello and thanks for joining us. I'm Laurel Hess and this is Comcast Newsmakers. Joining me now is the founder and editor of Michipreneur and the co-founder of BambooDetroit.com, Amanda Lewan. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Hi, thanks for having me.
What exactly is Michipreneur?
We're an online publication, so we feature a lot of new businesses starting up, interviews with small businesses, investment, anything to help grow new businesses in the state of Michigan.
So it's a statewide, obviously it's online, anybody can access it, but it really covers what's happening throughout the state?
Yeah, we have a huge readership in Metro Detroit and Grand Rapids. We're working on getting a lot more coverage in Lansing and even up north in like Traverse City area. You have incubators, investors out there. There's lots of activity and we're hoping to be that connector to all these cities.
How long have you been around and how did this all get started? Who decided that this was something that was needed out there for this community?
We started a couple years ago. It was just an idea a friend of mine had, and to start the blog and profile new entrepreneurs. There's a huge interest, especially in Detroit, with rebuilding Detroit, to push for new businesses and support that. And so it seemed like the right time. And then over the couple years, we've just grown, adding more events, kind of being this resource to go. So if you need to know about grants, funding, anything happening in the state, as an early stage entrepreneur, you need that support. You need that community there. So we publish a lot of that resources too for them.
Who would be your typical reader or your customer, if you will?
Yeah, our typical reader, they are a freelancer or an entrepreneur just getting started who maybe you have an idea or you've done some funding, but you still need to grow, you still need that resources. Or an investor, or anyone really interested in supporting Michigan being a stronger economy.
It's just sort of a way for investors to get in touch with entrepreneurs to get ideas from other entrepreneurs. It's just
definitely. So if you're an entrepreneur, you may need to find out about an event or a workshop going on in your area, or you want to just get your story out there because really you need talented people to help you build that product to get, that's one of the biggest challenges we hear is finding the talent. There's a lot of it here in Michigan. And there's a certain type of person that really wants to work hard on a startup and maybe take that risk and do something innovative. So we're hoping that that's what profiling these people helps get their word out too.
And how do you decide who you're going to profile?
That's a great question. So we cover food, retail, and technology. And so we just kind of really keep an eye out. We're on the ground at Bamboo Detroit, a co-working space downtown. We're at a lot of these great events, like there's one going on today called ACE out in Livonia for entrepreneurs. So we're really just connected. We watch their pitches, we see what's happening, and we look for those that are gaining traction, raising funding, who have grown from a few members to maybe 10 or 20, and who are just really starting to make an impact in the industry they're working in.
You mentioned Bamboo Detroit. What exactly is that?
Yeah, Bamboo is a co-working space downtown. So instead of working at home or working at a coffee shop, if you're an entrepreneur, you need conference rooms, you need to have that physical space to really grow. So we provide that at a little bit lower rate, so you don't have to invest in a prime office downtown. You can share it.
And is this, obviously, there's more entrepreneurs, it seems like, these days than maybe even 10 years ago for a variety of reasons, but do you see that trend to continue to grow?
I think so. I think it kind of, our generation, we graduated right in the recession out of college. So there just wasn't as many jobs. And, it kind of pushed people to start thinking, well, what can I do on my own? Or, working on these startups. And I think that kind of really helped as a larger trend to push people to try to learn more skills and get out there and be an entrepreneur themselves.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you. For more information on today's topic, you can visit Michipreneur.com. Today's Comcast Newsmaker was Amanda Lewan, the founder and editor of Michipreneur.